Moving right along, we have our next speaker, Keke, Makape, digital marketing at Nedbank. Just introduce her quickly. Keke, Makape's passion lies in integrated marketing, work that puts clients at the center, and marketing at different touch points that make a positive impact on business. Before her time with Nedbank, she enjoyed working with some of South Africa's most loved brands, including Nando's, Red Bull, Eskom, and Standard Bank. With her roots in Lesotho and the Northwest Province, it was, in fact, the time spent living and teaching in Asia, wow, that gave her a deeper love and appreciation for South Africa, its people, and its brands. To speak to us on digital marketing, please can we put our hands together and show some love for Keke, Makape, digital marketing from Nedbank.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to see you all. I'm just waiting for the clicker, but while I do that, I just want to honor you this morning. I think you all had to wake up quite early to be here, and I want to honor you for showing up for yourselves more than showing up for this event. So well done to all of you. Those of you joining online, yes, give yourselves a round of applause. I am nervous, I'll be very honest. Holding a mic, being on a stage in heels isn't easy. Thank you to those also joining online. Can I get a clicker? All right, and if we could just get the presentation up. So digital marketing, as they explained, I am Keke Makape, Digital Marketing Manager for Nedbank, and the digital marketing we do, we support the whole bank for the digital marketing. So, good morning. Kimberley. I was last here in the year 2001. I was still in primary school. My father actually used to live here for a few years, so we'd come and visit for school holidays. So naturally, let's go back. Is this working? Okay. Naturally, the first thing I did, which I'm sure most of you do when you are researching a place, is I went onto Instagram, which is my new favorite research place, and I wanted to see, okay, what's happening in Kimberley? Who's in Kimberley? What are the businesses? What's the vibe since I was last here when I was quite a young kid? So this is what I saw. I hope this will play. There we go. So what I usually do, can you just hit play for me, please? So the first thing I do, I go into Instagram, I type in Kimberley, Northern Cape, and what I saw come up, this is sabotage. There we go. What I saw come up was, firstly, beautiful people like I see in this room, and I saw quite a few nice things. So I could probably, if I wanted to, make sure that I smell good. Someone said they're selling perfume for about 60 Rand. I'm not sure who the person is exactly. Like I said, I'm just scrolling on my Instagram. Then I also saw there are people who do nice lashes. I can go see a medical specialist if I want to. I saw that there's another lady, I'm not sure who she is. She does amazing face beats. So if I wanted to make sure I look good, I could do that. I also saw that if it ever gets cold here, someone's selling a jacket. There are other people who are there doing nails. There are more people there who are doing things like renting out dresses that you can take photo shoots with, and a lot more. So a lot is happening in Kimberley, and a lot has changed since I was here. And then I realized that actually I'm not just in Kimberley. I'm going to Galeshewe to, when was I doing this? On Thursday. I was like, okay, I'm going to Galeshewe, let me see what's happening there. Someone I know was saying that there is a shisanyama called, sorry guys, there we go. There is a shisanyama called motswako, somewhere in the area. Okay, someone knows of it. And naturally, Kitswa Mafikeng, so that name catches my attention. So first thing I do, I go into Google. And I say, okay, Shisanyama in Galeshewe, and I have a look there, and it pops up. And what I see is some reviews. Please help me click. Okay, that's not playing, but I went into Google, I popped in Motswako, I can see there are people who've left reviews. A lot of them are 5-star reviews, and people are saying good things about this place. So I say, okay, I need to make sure if I get time that I go there. I'm introducing all of this to emphasize the importance of digital marketing. I was sitting in the comfort of my home in Johannesburg, and before I even traveled to get here today, I knew of more than 5 different local businesses. And if I wanted to leave here and support any of them, the information was all there at the swipe or a click of a button. That's why digital marketing is so important. And I think that's why you're all here today. So why digital marketing? I'm going to try and keep my presentation quite simple and easy to understand, because digital marketing can feel quite complicated sometimes, and I really want you to leave here feeling a sense of empowerment to action what I've shared with you today as soon as you leave this building, or even while you're sitting right here. So why digital marketing? I've just put down 3 key reasons why I think digital marketing is important. With digital marketing, more people can know about your product or service. Like I said, I didn't know any of those businesses before I came here, and now I do because of their digital marketing. Using digital marketing, you can build and connect with an online community in a way you wouldn't be able to in the past. You can literally only be in one place at a time, but when you use digital marketing, your product is able to reach more people beyond where you can be. The third point, and definitely not the last point, is that you can understand your clients and your competition better. So if you are paying attention to how people are interacting with your brand online, you can change things and make them better based on what the feedback is online. So overall, I think it's a bold statement to say, but I really believe that this is true. Digital marketing can change your business. And because you all invest so much in your business, digital marketing can really help you change your lives. And I really hope that you believe that as much as I do. All right, so I'm going to talk to you about this principle called the marketing funnel. Can I see by show of hands how many of you know about this principle? Okay, a few people in the room. Great, so I'm even more excited to share it with you. So my sister taught me an action that I'd like to share with you. Please follow after me. Marketing funnel. So I'm just showing you the triangle. One more time. Marketing funnel. At the bottom here, I'm showing you money, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. So this is what the marketing funnel looks like. So right at the beginning, you have what you call awareness. At this stage in the marketing funnel is when people see your product or service somewhere online, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, wherever they've seen it, they are now aware of you. So that's awareness. I can see a lot of people taking notes. That's really touching. I love that. I'll go a bit slower so that you can take notes. If you want to, when I get to the end of the slide, I'll pause and you can take a picture. Maybe it will help you as well. So I'll just pause there. Okay, so the first one is, this is where they know about you. At the second step is interest. This is where people think about you positively. So for example, today when I walked in, I'm walking around the room and I'm like, okay, that's really amazing, amazing services that I'm seeing there, great branding. There's some very local pride here with some of the merch. So this is where people think about you positively. They take an interest. The next is where they desire your product or service. So now I say, okay, when it's winter, I want to make sure that people know that I went to Kimberley. So I must make sure that maybe that beanie, with Kimberley pride, I buy it. So that's where there's a sense of desire. I want to buy from you, but I haven't bought yet. Again, just follow as I go. You can see these shapes are getting smaller and smaller. The next one is action. This is where I take my knowledge about you, my thoughts about you, my desire for your product, and I do something about it. I take out my card, I take out my cash, and I buy. This is what we call action. The last step is, if I've loved your product or service, this is where I'll actually tell people about it. And part of the marketing that you would be doing, I'll do it for you. Why? Because when someone says, I love that beanie you're wearing, I'll say, I know, I like it, I got it in Kimberley, you should check out this person's business, and you can get it too. The key thing to be aware of is, at every step of the process, there are fewer and fewer people that you're talking to. So if 1,000 people know about your product, fewer and fewer people come to the bottom. So maybe if it's going really well, let's say 100 of those people are loving your product and they're sharing about it. So when you look at this picture, I'd like to ask you a question. Is it negotiable? Is it an option to make people aware of your products and services? Considering that the number goes down, is it an option? Is it an option? It shouldn't be. The reason why is because the more people know about you, the more chances you have of people becoming your clients. So this is really important. And what I want you to take out from this slide is, if you are very busy on your product, if you are very busy mastering your service, digital marketing shouldn't be an option for your business. It should be compulsory. Even if you give it one day in the week where you focus on your digital marketing, I'd like to encourage you, think about the funnel. The more people I have coming in, the more my business will do well. So there's the funnel. You can take a photo if you need, if you haven't already, before I go to the next slide. All right, so I'm going to refer to the funnel quite a bit in my next few slides. So I quickly want to share with you, I'm not going to bore you too much on this, about the different digital channels that are available to you. I'm sure the other presenters will also refer to this, so I won't go into too much detail. There are many. What I'm going to show you today are platforms that I feel like you can use for your business for free without necessarily having to pay someone else. I'll show you a number of platforms, but the key thing to remember is not all of them will be relevant for your business. So you don't have to be on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn and Google. That's not necessary. Think about what your business and your clients need and focus on those specific channels. So I'll start with Facebook. How many of you have your businesses on Facebook, by show of hands? Okay, so that's quite a lot. I use Facebook quite a lot as well. So every platform has a strength that it has for your business in particular. When you think about Facebook, think about it as a platform that has the strength of building a community. And also, if you know about the Facebook Marketplace feature, you really have the opportunity for sales. When you think about the platform of Twitter, how many of you are on Twitter or have businesses there? Yeah. It's a tricky one. Twitter community, you guys know Black Twitter is harsh. So if your business is precious to you, I'd say tread carefully. But there are ways that you can use the platform well. For example, there is a hashtag called #GirlTalkZA. And people use this hashtag to find anything to do with female care. So someone will tweet, "Hi guys, I'm looking for a gynecologist in Kimberley." And then they'll use the hashtag #GirlTalkZA. So if you offer a service that is similar to what people are looking for, you can reply to tweets like that. You can literally search the hashtag, and you, for example, can say to them, check out my healthcare clinic, I'm located here, but make sure you use the hashtag #GirlTalkZA. More people will find you. That's Twitter. Next. Are we still here? Can I get support from the IT team? Okay, so the next platform I'm going to talk to you about is YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm just going to keep going in the interest of time. So with those platforms, they're very visual, very nice for storytelling. How many of you use Instagram for your businesses? Okay, a lot more than Twitter. So with Instagram, you've got the opportunity to see it as a storytelling platform. Beautiful pictures, nice visuals. Use it for storytelling for your brand. I'll show you a lot of examples at the end. LinkedIn, I know that's a little bit difficult. Yeah, so LinkedIn is a platform that's best for things like positioning yourself and your business, as well as networking. So I'll use the example, I met, I think it was Fezile, is your name Fezile at the back? Yes. So she offers a business-to-business service. If you're on LinkedIn, you're able to find other businesses, even the gentleman who was pitching things like accounting services. If you are speaking to other businesses, then LinkedIn is a great platform for you. If you've got more consumer-based products, then it might not be ideal. WhatsApp. I'm not even gonna ask. You cannot live without WhatsApp. There's nothing you can do. I hate WhatsApp groups, but I don't have a choice. So WhatsApp, easy access. Everyone is always on WhatsApp. What's great with WhatsApp, for those of you who haven't already done this, WhatsApp has a WhatsApp for Business feature. You can put in auto replies there, you can put in a catalog, and you can really use it to communicate directly with your clients. I'll show you some nice examples in a bit. Then there's a platform like Google. And Google, like I showed you with the Shisanyama example, it's slightly different than all of the platforms. So there's a word called intent. If someone is Googling something, it means they're almost ready to buy. If I say, photographer in Kimberley, it means I might be looking for a photo shoot tomorrow or today. So this is a great platform to use for your business to make sure that people find you. Again, I'll show examples in a bit. So just one point I want to make, because one of the gentlemen who pitched spoke about wanting to boost some of their content. Everything that I've mentioned for you on this slide is accessible to you for free. Any of us can access these platforms, and I would highly recommend that you make sure your business is on a platform that's relevant for you. If you have extra money, all that it means when you boost content or sponsor content, all that it means is that more people will see that. So for example, if I'm just posting on, let's say Instagram, for example, it will probably be some of my followers that see it, and maybe people who are finding the relevant hashtags. But if I boost it, so if I put 500 Rand behind the post, it means more people will be able to see that post. That's really what it means. So I think another principle that I'd like to encourage you all to do is, when it comes to digital marketing, think like your customer. It's important to be obsessed with your product, but be obsessed with your customer or your client. So I'm going to give you a few questions that I often ask when I'm trying to buy something online. First thing, who are you? Who is your business? So make sure that you describe your product and your service well. Show good pictures, show off. The second thing people might ask is, where can I find you? On all of these social media platforms, you have the opportunity to tag location. So if you're posting on Instagram, for example, tag there, Galeshewe Kimberley, so that people who are looking in that area can find your business. And use keywords. You can also use hashtags like, let's say, Galeshewe makeup artist, Galeshewe clinic, whatever it is, that might help you. Next, can I trust you? I'm sure all of you have heard people throwing around the word, is this a scam? When it comes to online, I'm not going to lie, that's something I'm always scared of. So a big question is, can I trust you? Use your client reviews to your advantage. You have people who are buying from you, ask them, tag me, share this on your own social media, and then you take screenshots or share that to your own, because what that does for your future clients is it lets them know this product has been used by someone else and it's been loved by them as well. Okay. Then, how can I get your product or service? Another tip I'd like to give you is have a very clear call to action. So rather than just saying, here's my product, say, here's my product, Here's where you can find me. Here's how much it is. And if you want it, DM me to buy, or WhatsApp me to order, or click on the link to order. Whatever it is, have a very clear call to action, or CTA is what we call it in digital marketing. How much is this? Is definitely a question that people will ask. One of my pet peeves when I'm buying things online is when someone says DM for price. If you want to lose me on the funnel, ask me to DM you for the price. So I really recommend that when you're doing your digital marketing, be quite clear on your writing there. This is 50 Rand, DM me to order. Don't make people take extra steps to get the product. The faster they can get it, the better your chances are of bringing people in the funnel. Okay, so I'm going to show you some examples. We can try making it a bit interactive. I've pulled from each platform random businesses that I found, either of people I know or people I don't know, to show you what did they do well and to maybe give you some pointers. Let's start with Facebook. So on the left, you can see a business. The gentleman does cladding, stone cladding for homes or businesses. Facebook Marketplace has that feature. You can see he's got very clear photos, he's got prices, descriptions, and he tells you exactly which neighborhoods he can do this in. Sometimes you can't provide this service across the town, so just be very clear. On the right, and this is something that I'd like to give comfort to you all in. If your business doesn't have a page, that's okay. Use your own social media profile. You can see on the right, it's someone I know. She promotes her flower services on her own page. And she shares their beautiful picture, description of what the flowers are and how much it is. Next is Twitter. So I've just pulled one example here. This is a girl who used exactly like I mentioned, hashtag #GirlTalkZA. Hey friends, do your knotless braids for 600 Rand, including my hairpiece, etc. And at the end there, she's included relevant hashtags. #GirlTalkZA, knotless braids, only hashtags that are relevant. I'm sure if you're on Twitter, you'll see some people just use any hashtag that's trending. Don't do that. It reduces the trust levels of the people who are consuming your content. So I don't recommend that. Okay. Next, I'll move to LinkedIn, a little bit difficult. I'm showing you two examples here. On the left is a lady a friend of mine actually, who used to do property. She's a property estate agent. And the reason why she's using LinkedIn is, if you can see the prices of the apartments that she's selling, they're about 1 million and up. So her clientele are probably on LinkedIn. So even though most agents wouldn't use LinkedIn, that's the perfect place to use it. And you can see the price is there, her contact number is there, she's describing everything properly. On the right is a gentleman who's a graphic designer. So if you offer things like graphic design or software for businesses, like someone was mentioning earlier, make sure you've put almost your portfolio on there. So on the right, you'll see he's included all of the different graphic design work for businesses. When people come to your profile, they'll see these are businesses that have also trusted you. Okay, then Instagram. I have a lot of examples because I live there. So I'll quickly tell you a story, just one. On the far right, she's actually someone who is Joburg based, and I don't know if this is something that is widely known in Kimberley, but she sells lemons with syrup. They're just called lemons, and in Joburg, not many people make them, but in Pretoria, they do. She started making it. If you look at how many followers she has, only 800 and something, I mean, compared to the other businesses that have thousands. But she's managed to triple her client base in 3 months, just from sharing on her own profile, and it's simple. All she does is, when she delivers the lemons to you, she says, friend, when you receive it, please post on Instagram and tag me. Then she reshares it to her platform. Even if you don't like lemons, I've seen these lemons on my timeline so many times that now I want them, because she's just been making sure to post and post and post what people are saying. So I really encourage you to do the same. When you deliver, say to people, post and tag me. On the right, I'm showing you a bit more established businesses, someone who opened the Wing Republic in Johannesburg, and he was saying that because of his Instagram profile, a lot of people started saying, yo, this looks so good, when are you coming to Durban? He opened a new branch for the Wing Republic in Durban simply because of his interaction with people via digital marketing. So I can't emphasize enough, use your social media to your advantage. I'm not going to labor the point. Next is YouTube, and this is an interesting model and I think relevant, especially for you who are in the beauty sort of space. It's almost flipped. So the lady whose profile I'm showing you here, she started by being a natural hair influencer. And because she built that community online, this year she launched a hair care brand, and she was able to launch it on her YouTube channel just from having content about that subject. So for example, if you've got that beauty, Kim, you were saying you sell all of those, you make it, you're on your own, use your social media platforms to share. Show people how you're using your products, and that will really help drive that engagement. And do more than just sell your product. So say to people, it's winter time. Do you know that in winter, you need to make sure that you change your skincare a little bit? Little things like that really help drive your credibility. Okay, then I'm quickly gonna show you WhatsApp. This is an example of a WhatsApp business account that I've used. And I hope it auto-plays. It doesn't look like it, that's fine. And then Google, I already showed you this example. I actually just quickly Googled. This is a lady in Kimberley. I don't know her, I think it's Porsche Beauty. What she's done, she has a website. And I know not all of you might have websites, but she does. And what she does on her website, and I'd like to recommend this if you have one, use keywords that people would use to search for you. Because if you have those words on your website, when someone Googles, Google will put your website higher up on the list so that more people can find you. So I Googled, I forget what I said, Kimberley makeup artist, and then it came up. Sorry, it's not showing, but you can see she's right at the top. She's got everything there. Details, what time the business opens and closes. There are reviews from other clients. There are photos, list of services that are offered, and all of this is pulled as well from the website. So that's how you can use Google. All right, then I land here. So obviously it would be amiss of me to stand on this stage representing Nedbank and not share with you our heart for small businesses. So from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of Nedbank's heart, we believe that you people who are sitting in this room are the future of Galeshewe, are the future of Kimberley, are the future of South Africa. Because you create employment, you get this city moving, you give it movement, it's hustling, it's bustling because of the work that you do. So as much as you need to invest in the right digital marketing, you need to make sure that you have the right partner for your business. So of course I had to pull up our own social media post there. And what we've got here is just one example of many. So I think the one thing that I want to say is we know that you don't just need someone who's going to bank your money for you. You need mentorship, you need resources, you need things like point of sale when you're out at markets like this. Nedbank provides a variety of products, and the same way you need to adapt to the changing digital world is the same way we make sure that we do the same thing. So just one example that I'll share with you, and you can speak to any of the Nedbank representatives afterwards if you have questions, is there's a deep understanding for what you do. So with something like the startup bundle, you pay no banking fees for the first 6 months because we understand how tight cash flow is, and that allows you to, continue using your business. You've got access to a dedicated banker. You've got access to all of the digital platforms. You've got access to things like a pocket point of sale so that you can take it anywhere you go. So I really encourage you to invest in your digital marketing for your business, but make sure you also partner with the right bank for that. So in closing, I'd like to remind you of the marketing funnel. The better you do your digital marketing, the better business will go. So lastly, prioritize improving your digital marketing today. I really encourage you, take some of those points. Your business is worth it. Thank you so much. Should I?
Thank you so much. Please don't leave.
Should I go on stage?